Funerals. Arranging the funeral. Whoever is chosen to make funeral arrangements should not be, if possible, any of the most bereaved. Our attitude toward funerals has changed very much for the better, and we now readily accept the fact that an elaborate funeral whose cost will leave the family in serious debt does shallow honor to the deceased. But a frightened young widow, unable to see ahead and perhaps ill-informed on her late husband's finances, can't be expected to make objective decisions concerning the various costs of the funeral. For a long time, the trend has been towards simple funerals, even among people who can afford elaborate ones. No one but the funeral director knows or cares about the fine details of caskets and their relative inexpensive or inexpensiveness. In fact, many people of sensibility shudder at the pretentious ugliness of expensive caskets, remembering that great heroes are often buried in simple, clean-lined pine boxes. Whoever undertakes the responsibility of the funeral should realize that he or she is entering into a business contract and under highly emotional circumstances where most involved may be of little help in making important decisions. Where expense must be regarded, he should discuss the necessity with the mortician and make as many decisions as possible himself. It is sometimes months before funds can be released for payment of bills he will incur, and in complicated cases, it is sometimes necessary to get the court's permission to pay them. Therefore, all these matters must be handled with great care and conservatism. If the deceased or his family has had some continuing religious affiliation, there is no problem concerning the choice of a clergyman to officiate. Otherwise, a clergyman of any faith may, with the family's permission, be asked to read a burial service. When a funeral takes place in a city and the interment is in a family plot at considerable distance, one or more members of the family or its representatives goes with the body to the place of burial, and a local funeral director must usually be retained to handle the interment. He asks a local clergyman to conduct a brief service at the grave. A local florist may supply one or more fresh floral offerings.